On October 23, there's a big revolution coming in the Leica M1 system because Leica will announce the first camera with electronic viewfinder. So we are not getting an M-mount camera with rangefinder system. This is the first time ever in 71 years of history, and that's going to create a big discussion among the Leica purists. And I have sources that actually tested the camera. They actually loved the idea to have an electronic viewfinder, so they liked it. Don't hate them, but they like it. And today I want to share the specs of the camera and discuss why it makes sense or not make sense, and also hint about future Leica products that are coming, because there's also a new Leica Q3 monochrome. Next year we're also likely to get a medium format camera, so Leica is always on the roll releasing a ton of new products, but this M EV1 will be very exciting and very controversial. So before we kick off, a quick reminder to first of all like this video to help in the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss of the upcoming rumors. Leica will have two announcements this month. On around October 16 we are getting a Leica Q3 monochrome. I think it will use the 28mm, not the 43mm lens. There might be later also monochrome with the 43mm lens, that I don't know, but that's what's rumored, and I'm sure this is going to be the first announcement from Leica in October. The second one is way more important in my opinion. It's a Leica M EV1, so the first camera with electronic viewfinder. This is going to be obviously very controversial. We don't have an image to share today, but I've been told that basically you don't see anything on the front. There's just a Leica name on it and it will look super clean, very minimalistic. I don't know if you will like it. There are some renderings around the web like this one. So maybe soon I will get an image, then we share this image on this channel and on my website. So again, if you have some more info or images to share, you can contact me using this email address and this contact form. Anyway, the revolution is happening, like it or not. And actually it's not a big secret, because there's even a Hong Kong store that on Instagram is already promoting the camera. They shared the specs and are also taking pre-orders on the website. So there is really no more a big secret around this camera. So let's walk you through the specs. It has a 0.5 inch sized EVF with 5.76 million dots, 0.76 magnification and support for focus assist and diopter compensation. It has a new FN button selection lever with dual FN function, no rangefinder window on the front, diamond pattern leatherette. It supports content credentials. It has the same 60 megapixel sensor of the M11, the same Maestro 3 processor of the M11, 64 GB internal memory. Price is about 7,950 in euro, around 75,000 Hong Kong dollars. The announcement, like I said, will happen on October 23, maybe one day later depending on your time zone, and shipment start is November. So folks, that's all we know. Hopefully I will also get some more additional info about other minor specs update, but I guess more or less we can expect an Leica M11 with this viewfinder, and a 5.76 million dot resolution is really enough to give you a nice view of what you're shooting. So what are the pros and cons of this camera? The cons is that it's breaking a tradition of 71 years. You knew if you bought a Leica M, you had to deal with the rangefinder system, and it actually forces you to be very precise, to think about what you shoot, and this might be an advantage, and I like it. I actually use the Mamiya 7 medium format camera that also has a rangefinder system. I'm very used to it, but it is a pain in the ass to use it compared to a normal digital camera, because you're never sure that you really took how you took the shot. If it's really in focus, it's slow. If there are moving subjects, it's really difficult. Having an electronic viewfinder just makes your life so much easier. So the sources that actually had a brief chance to test the camera loved it. It makes the camera way more usable. Now the only thing that probably is still missing on a Leica is IBIS system. Then I would think that it would really become a modern camera. So yeah, of course also video recording. But I think with IBIS I would be even more happier to get this camera. They should have used the chance to just make it completely modern. Not only with an electronic viewfinder, but also with an IBIS system, but that's just my opinion. You don't have to fear there will be always a M with rangefinder system for the next decade, so that's not going to replace this. There will be, it's rumored that there will be a Leica M12 coming next year. So probably end of next year, exactly about 1 year. There are no rumored specs around this camera, so we don't know if it will use a new sensor or what kind of new features it will have, but it will have a rangefinder system. But from now on, we will have those two very clearly differentiated lineups between the Leica M11, 12, 13 and so forth, and the Leica M EV1, then EV2 and so forth with electronic viewfinder. I currently have only a Leica MP film camera, 35mm. I use it rarely because I prefer the look of the Mamiya 7. I do not plan to buy any Leica M-mount camera because they're simply too expensive to carry around, and so if something happens, you drop it, somebody steals it, you lose it, whatever. And I also have smaller kids in the house. It's too dangerous for me to keep a Leica M-mount camera. Maybe a Leica M EV2 with IBIS. That for me would work for what I do. I love to shoot manual focus lenses, so I'm used to manual focus, but I use the Sony a7R5 that I'm using right now to record with a focus peaking, and then it makes your life easier. That's on the Leica M11, it's really more difficult. Also on my Mamiya 7, it's really difficult to nail focus. So that's it regarding a Leica for October announcement. There are also some rumors about what could be coming next year floating around the web. We know, for example, Leica will likely announce a new medium format mirrorless system. There is already one leaked image shown by Leica itself. There are also rumors about lenses coming next year, like the 35 1.2 and the 50mm 2.0 macro, but those are unconfirmed rumors. What I know for sure, the Leica M EV1 is coming October 23, and before that we are getting Leica Q3 monochrome. Let me know in the comment system what you think about this. If you hate it, if you love it. I have a bit of a mixed feeling because from a practical point of view, the M EV1 makes a lot of sense. But it was always the intriguing part of the M system was that it forced you to be in a rangefinder system. It forced you to train on this. That's going to be very philosophical now. Now, I want to end this video with some more info that one of the sources told me that tested the Leica M EV1. He said that he heard that the Canon R6 Mark III might be announced by late October. I'm still in talk with him. I asked him to give me some proof, so if he comes back I will make a separate video about the Canon R6 Mark III. He didn't see it, but he got some sort of invitation about this camera, and he thinks that by end of October this camera will be announced, while the Sony a7 IV is still not coming in October. So it's coming, but not in October. I don't know if there will be some lens announcements from Sony in October, but doesn't sound likely that we're getting this camera. Anyway, if you have some more info also about the Canon and the Sony, again, contact me here. And that's about it, folks. Again, like this video if you want to help in the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. Hopefully see you very soon, maybe with some leaked images of the Leica M EV1 and some additional info about the Canon R6 Mark III and the Sony a7 IV. See you soon.